Welcome to Health Coach for Women. Intentional living for more happiness and fulfillment in your everyday life with your host, Marsha Roopchand-Walker. Join Marsha as she shares her own personal wellness journey, as well as stories from our guests that will enlighten and inspire you to move towards better health and happiness. Now, here's your host, Marsha Roopchand-Walker.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. First, I want to start out by wishing you all a very happy new year in 2021. 2020 is gone. Finally, I know so many of you are just glad that it's finally over and you've made it through another year. So thank God for that. I know for myself, I am just truly blessed, truly grateful for having to come this far and to be able to make it and live another day. So 2020, I don't want to dwell on 2020 because it's gone. But 2020 was a year, a trying time for many people that either were sick, dealing with health issues, financial issues, relationship issues, different issues going on, right? Drugs and whatever. But today is a new day. Today is a new day. And what we can take from 2020 is that hopefully we've learned and gained something from the past, and that it has strengthened us tremendously to move forward into the new year. And so for me, what I actually did was to prepare myself mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. And I prepared myself by doing pretty much a reboot and letting go, right? And so when I tell you things, it's things that I'm actually doing myself. When I tell you to do things, it's things that I'm doing myself or I have done already. Right. And so I've prepared myself mentally for a reboot for the coming year, cleansing out the old, letting go of the old, whatever, anything that's not serving me, that's not bringing me any type of joy, happiness, fulfillment, to let those things go. Right. And to move forward into a new higher frequency. I'm always operating I'm always doing my best, I should say, to operate out of a high frequency, positive vibe, positive energy, and sometimes, we don't always feel our best, right? Myself included. Some days it's just like that. I don't know if it's part of what is the word that I'm trying to say? Pre-menopause, I don't know. So, we have moments like that, right? And it's okay. It's okay to not always be or feel at your best. But I'm telling you right now, for 2021, great things are in store for you. Great things of abundance in your health, wealth, your marriage, your relationship, your career, whatever you want. The abundance is there for you, and it's there even though you don't see it now. It's there for you if you don't see it now. It is all there for you. You just have to believe that it exists, right? You just have to believe that goodness is there waiting for you, right? And so that's why it's important to let go of the things that don't serve you, to let go of the things that's holding you back and keeping you stuck, right? And taking bounds, right, of being fearless and stepping into something new and learning something new and not being afraid, or even if you are doing it anyway. And that's the beauty of it all. Is taking that chance and doing it anyway, doing it even if you're afraid, because nothing changes. If you don't choose not to change, nothing changes in your life, right? If you choose not to change, then nothing changes. It's up to you by making a decision, making a conscious decision to change, right? In order to achieve something better, in order to achieve that greatness, right, in our lives. And I'm always saying this, you know, listen, don't bother about trying to strive for perfection, right? And stop trying to be this perfectionist. It's not about being a perfectionist and having things 100% right. It's about just moving forward. It's about just doing what you need to do for yourself to improve your overall health and wellness, right? And it doesn't have to be perfect, and it's not something that you can say, well, yeah, it's going to happen overnight. It's a process, learning how to manage your thoughts, your habits and behaviors comes with daily practice, right? It comes with daily practice. And so when you talk about movement, doing things to boost your energy, some form of activity of movement, whether it's yoga, Tai Chi, cardio, Pilates, or just walking, whatever it is, for your body, right? And you need that. And it doesn't just work for the body, it helps bring clarity, right? It helps because you're shifting that energy, you're shifting that negative thought patterns when you're doing these things as far as the movement in our bodies. And believe it or not, that is what's happening, right? We need to move. We can't stand still. We can't sit still. We have to move. Okay. And so another thing that I worked on doing last year in 2020, I fasted, right? I probably should have had you guys in on the challenge that I did, but I didn't, but I'll be doing another one. But I fasted, right, for 7 days. I fasted for, about 7 days. And so I want to do it again this week. And that's why I'm doing the clean eating challenge, which began on Monday. I'm doing the clean eating challenge and also get that reboot, that reset, right? And boost those energy levels up, right? We're doing clean eating. We're going to take the time to detoxify our bodies, right? Give our stomachs a break, give our body a chance to clear out toxins, right? Cleanse ourselves. And so we're going to do that by doing the clean eating. For me, I am also fasting again because it's what I choose to do. And so because it helps me spiritually and emotionally as far as my physical body, right? And so we can go ahead and do this clean eating to help get us on the right path, to help start us off for the new year. Let's start implementing these new habits of eating better, eating clean, right? Some fresh fruits and vegetables, reducing your carb intake, not so many carbs, reducing your sugar intake. I'm not saying to do away with it, but reducing those things and doing everything in moderation. And there's so many benefits to eating clean because you're doing so much for your body. You're recharging. You're recharging your energy levels. You're changing those cells. You're cleaning out the toxins, and getting rid of the toxins in your body. And you need that in order to bring that body to homeostasis, bring the body into balance, and so that everything is working properly. And I'm always talking about, having your supplements, your vitamin C, your vitamin D, your zinc, things of that nature, because it's what the body needs, right? And so if you're living somewhere where you have the four seasons, it's not always bright and sunny. So we need that vitamin D. We need that. We need our orange juice, our vitamin C. So if you're not a fan of citrus fruits, you take some supplements, right? So we have to learn how to develop new habits learn how to develop new habits so that we can benefit, fully benefit of having, achieving and reaching that goal of healthy, of being healthy, of being happier and more fulfilled and doing the things that we love, right? And getting that mental clarity, right? And so a part of that, what helps brings mental clarity is doing exercises, is movement, it's doing meditation, right? And eliminating yourself or removing yourself from environments that are toxic, or watching things that are toxic, such as the news, right? So we have to be mindful of everything we do. Everything we do, we need to be mindful. We need to be mindful of our thoughts, mindful of how we say and what we say when we talk to people, right? We have to be mindful of that. And so many things that we do that's not beneficial and it doesn't serve us. We have to do away with those things. Do away with those things, and so that you can operate at the optimal level of wellness, the optimal level of happiness, right? And it starts by loving yourself, right? Even with your flaws, loving yourself with your flaws, loving yourself with your imperfections. It's okay. It is all right. And we're gonna do this 7-day clean eating challenge. If you miss a day or two, no worries. You can definitely catch up. We're gonna do this 7-day vegan day challenge. And so on this week's podcast, you won't hear from me every day because it's only a weekly show, right? And so you can go on to healthcoachforwomen.com, sign up there. You can join the Facebook group, which is She Movement Project. It's on Facebook. You can do that as well. And join the group. Be a part of it. Be a part. You're not in this alone. For 2021, I'm telling you, amazing things. I'm declaring it already that amazing things is going to happen in your life if you allow it, if you choose to, and if you allow it. Again, the abundance is there waiting for you. It's waiting for you. It's there for the taking. All you have to do is to believe. All you have to do is to believe. And with this clean eating challenge also, you can look forward to losing some weight, right? You can look forward to losing some weight as we go into this challenge, right? And so whatever your goal is for the new year, it could be losing weight. It could be, I don't know, maybe you just want to get another career. You want to be happier. You want to be healthier. Whatever your goal is, right? You can achieve it. And we just have to take the steps to do what we need to do to make it happen. Nothing has limits, right? There's no limits on what you can do. There's no limits on what you can achieve. It goes with by having that belief. So this is how we want to kick off the new year. We want to kick off the new year, and I tell you, it's so important that your mindset is everything. And I can't stress that enough about mindset and how important it is. And I know for some of you who are battling with depression or battling with anxiety, it's very hard. It's difficult, right? It's difficult. And trust me, I do know and I do understand, right? And that I experienced going through depression and anxiety, right? I experienced those things, and it is difficult. It is hard, but you have someone here. You have a support system where we are going to get through this together. These days when you're not feeling at your best, these days when you just can't seem to get out of the bed, or the days that you have where you're just, crying, and maybe you don't even understand and know why you're crying, and you're so sick of taking pills and it's still not helping you. Well, it can be managed. It can be managed without pills. Okay, it can be managed without pills if you follow what I'm telling you to do. If you follow doing these things daily, again, when I talk to you about doing whatever your form of movement is, when I talk to you about doing your meditation, right? And when I talk to you about doing your journaling, right? Because sometimes you don't have someone to talk to. And sometimes you can't talk to someone when you want to talk to someone. And so you pull out your journal, you express your emotions, you express your feelings, and you put your thoughts on paper. And if you need to cry and get it out and release it, then release it. And there's nothing wrong with that. You are not broken. Okay, you're not broken. You're capable of loving as well as being loved, right? You're not broken. You don't need to be fixed. You just need to make some adjustments, right? And improvements for yourself so that you can be better overall for yourself as well as for your family. Most importantly for you. Most importantly for you. And I know it's hard to say, putting yourself first. It's hard, especially for when you're a parent, with your little children. But you have to put yourself first simply because if you're not in a position mentally or physically drained to take care of yourself, how can you take care of anyone else, children, husband, grandkids, whatever? How can you take care of anyone else if you're not able to take care of yourself? And so that's why I stress these things. And I've been able to go through many things in my life that puts me in a position now of, I would say, of authority to say that I've experienced it, I've lived it, I've done it, and I'm still here, right? I am still here and I'm still standing. And if you're still here today, you're here for a reason, you're here for a purpose. You have a purpose. Believe it or not, you have a purpose. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a purpose. The trees outside have a purpose. The squirrels, the birds, they all have a purpose. And you have to believe that you are destined for so much greater, so much more, that there's a calling on your life. There is a calling on your life. And it's for you to, whatever your story is, whatever your journey, your path is, you can help someone else. You can help someone else and by sharing your story. And so we're going to make 2021 a year where we're going to write a new chapter. There's going to be a new chapter, right? You're starting over fresh. Matter of fact, don't forget the chapter. You're starting a whole new book. You're going to start a whole new book. Forget the chapter. You're starting a whole new book. You're rewriting your story. Okay? You're rewriting your story this year in 2021. This year in 2021, you're going to carry through those lessons you've learned about yourself and your strength that you made it through from last year, that you're going to carry through into this year. And if you had any epiphanies, any awakened moments, any type of aha moments, you're going to use that. You're going to use that and tap into your creativity. Tap into those things that you once loved, that you buried years ago. You're going to tap into that, and you're going to find what it is you truly love and desire. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to work on, even if you're not a part of the clean eating challenge, even if you're not a part of that challenge, I challenge you to do something different this year in 2021. I challenge you to do something different in 2021. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you learned how to, jet ski, or learned how to jump out of a plane, or learned a new language. You're going to do something different this year than you've ever done You're going to do something different. I'm already saying it and putting it out there. And I'm always talking about thoughts in your words, right? That it carries vibration and it has thoughts are things, right? And when you're putting it out there, what you focus on, you bring more of that to you. So if you're focusing on generating love or wealth or health, abundance, whatever it is that you focus on having those things that you desire rather than focusing on what you don't have. You will see that you will begin to manifest and bring those things to you, right? And focus on those things and put the feeling behind it. But in order for you to do that, depending on what it is, there's certain things that you have to let go. And by letting go, I mean surrendering to everything, surrendering to the things you have no control of, surrendering to the things of the past that you cannot change, right? Surrendering to those who may have wronged you or that you may have done wrong to yourself, right? You're surrendering it all and letting it go. And you are giving yourself permission. Okay, you're giving yourself permission to be you. You're giving yourself permission to be loved. You're giving yourself permission to be different and tap into that creativity, right? And start a new journey, start a new path. I don't care how old you are, whether you're 50, 60, 40, 30, whatever it is, you can tap into it. There is abundance waiting for you. There are amazing things waiting for you this year in 2021. And so I want you to proclaim it right now. I want you to proclaim it right now over your life and tell yourself that this year, 2021, amazing things will happen for me. Amazing things is working right now in my favor. And I thank you. And remember, we always have to be grateful when we say thank you, even for the things that we cannot see. We know that air exists even though we can't see it, right? So we have to be grateful for the things, even though we don't see it right now in front of us. But know that it's already there for you. It's waiting for you. Be grateful and say thank you. Thank you. I'm so grateful and happy that my health is improving. My body is transforming. My mind is transforming because I don't think the way I used to think. I don't think the way I used to think. And I'm willing and I'm willing to open up my heart, right? And I'm opening up my heart and I'm forgiving the things of the past. I'm forgiving those from the past. And not expecting anything in return, right? We don't set expectations. We're not trying to expect or looking for that apology. We may never get it, and it's okay. You may never get that apology. Or you may never hear that person say, forgive me. Forgive me for what I've done to you. Forgive me for hurting you. Okay, you may never get that, and that's okay. Because right now, 2021, you are surrendering to it all and letting it go. You're letting it go and you're moving forward. You're moving forward and you're stepping into the new courageously and bold, daringly, fearlessly. And even if you have fear, so what? Because guess what? You're going to do it anyway. You're going to do it anyway. And know that I've got your back. If no one else has your back, I've got your back. And I can speak it because I've lived it. I can speak those things of pain and hurt and past trauma, right? And abandonment and a rejection and all these different things. I've lived it. So no one can tell me that I haven't experienced many things because I have. Okay, I have. And if those of you who know my story, you know that yes, I was even homeless. Okay, so No one can come to, only you know your story. I'll just say that. Only you know your story and know your journey. And so with that, you use that to strengthen yourself, and you surrender. You surrender through your prayer, whatever it is that you practice or what you believe, you surrender it all and you let it go. And today, you're letting it go. Today, at this moment, you're surrendering and letting it go. And you're opening up your heart. You're opening up your arms and you're ready to receive. And you're saying, thank you. I receive it all today as I surrender and let go. Let go and let God. Just surrender. And know that you're not alone. Know that you are loved and supported. You are loved and supported. And I say that the highest level of enlightenment and spirituality for me is that nothing stronger and greater than that level and experience of love. And, I would say, when you look at, and some people have different religions, I'm Muslim and people have different religions, but really the ultimate religion is love because it's universal. Everyone can relate to love. And so I'm saying this to you wholeheartedly today. Wholeheartedly today. Please, if you want to really change things of the past, your whatever you experienced from the past. I don't care if you're dealing with something in your health right now, right? And you're having memory loss and high blood pressure and diabetes. We're going to surrender that all today because we are making a change today, starting right now, today. And how we're doing that, we're doing it right now by surrendering. So I want you to take a nice deep breath. Right? A nice deep breath. And we're just going to, as we breathe out, we're just going to let go. So take a nice deep breath on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And release the breath slowly. And as you're releasing that breath, you're letting go. You're surrendering and you're letting go. You can do this repeatedly 3 to 5 times or as many times as you want. And with each breath, as you inhale, right, as you inhale, you're going to hold that breath for how many seconds you can hold it for, right? I teach what I call the 5-5-7. You breathe in for 5, hold for 5, and release for 7. Okay, and on your exhale, you're letting it all go. You're letting go everything that you have experienced that was painful. We're letting it go today. We're letting it go today. Today's topic was on kicking off the new year with clean eating. We're gonna kick off the new year with the clean, fresh state of the mind. Right? We're gonna do that. And a part of that clean eating is part of what changing the way you think. Because if you can't get through the clean eating challenge, you're not ready to change your mindset either. Unless you just choose it where you don't want to do it. But if you really want it, right? If you really want it, if you really want that change to come, we have to start with the mindset. And so that is all I have for you today, dear sisters. If you want to be a part of the 7-day epic clean eating challenge, I challenge you to visit my website, www.healthcoachforwomen.com, and you can sign up for the 7-day clean eating challenge. I thank you so much for all of you who have listened to my podcast. I don't care if you just listened to it once. All of you who are listening to my podcast at this very moment, all of you who have liked and shared it or just liked something that I've posted, anything, for sharing anything that I've done. I appreciate you and I thank you for your support. For me, I just have to live my purpose and live my truth and do what I need to do and strive to be better to help my community of sisters. And that's my mission. That's my purpose in life. I don't care if I reach nothing but one individual. If I die today, I'm good. I did my job. I did my job. So again, I thank you so much for listening, so much for being a part of Health Coach for Women and being a part of the community and the She Movement Project on Facebook. I'm going to be doing more in the group, but I want to get some more people in the group. You can go onto Facebook, the She Movement Project, and I look forward to hearing about your journey, hearing about your story. You can reach out to me by email on my website, on Instagram. I'm on Instagram as well as Facebook. You can send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. Again, I thank you so much and have a safe and blessed week. Bye for now.
Thank you so much for listening to Health Coach for Women with your host, Marsha Roopchand-Walker. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please be sure to rate, subscribe, and review on your preferred podcast listening platform. We really appreciate that effort. Until next time.